I went to school just to please my dad. Developed some anger as aftermath. I fell off the course while you wait for a Porsche. I'm coming in late off a helipad. I ain't got that money, my nose always running.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Take 949. Jesus Christ. Alright. So, we're going to be going over the drops that I think you should be looking at that have already dropped. Narus have been dropping in price ever since the spoopy Narus. That was to be expected regardless of how the drop went, because you needed to own a Naru to get a spoopy. Once you have it, there's kind of no reason to hold if that's your mindset, and I do understand that mindset, even though I think you are wrong. But the price is dropping. I got one for about $350 about 2 weeks ago. Now they're about $75 off. So, you know, I think these are kind of a steal at the moment. I do think they could drop a little lower, but watch out for these if you don't own one. I think it's a good time to get in. The other drop that came out that's extremely cool was the Good Charlotte drop with Clay Nation, and that's happening still today, and the floor is $450. These look freaking awesome. I mean, it's Clay, you know what you're getting, you know, they're freaking awesome. There's 58 of the mint these, and they're just freaking awesome. They just are. I mean, you can go see the highest price ones, and they're just crazy looking. They got the horse heads and stuff, but I do see 3 of them, so I don't know how rare that actually is, but I mean, this one looks freaking cool. I just now saw this one, and I think these might still be being minted. I'm not sure if everybody that wanted to get one has already gotten one, because this is a 24-hour drop, and that was actually what a lot of the Narus got some backlash for. And I love Yummy Universe. This isn't me bashing them, but this is a lot of the criticism that they got. A lot of people were saying, you know, it should have been a 1-for-1, because there were a lot of people that owned one Naru and got like 4 or 5. And I owned one Naru, and I tried to be one of those people, but again, you know, just spinning. Eventually, Hydra is going to be released. You know, Cardano will be able to handle this type of, you know, volume, I guess, and we won't have these problems, hopefully. But in the meantime, yeah, we're gonna experience these problems, and the people who owned, let's say, 10 Narus or 5 Narus and only got 1 or 0, it sucks. You know, I feel bad for you. I really do. Like, not to be a dick. Like, it sucks. It really does. But I think you guys should relax. You know, the price of these things are going to go back up. They're going to learn from their mistakes. It's considered in a lot of people's eyes the third blue chip. So, and you can see with clays, let's see if the clays have dropped in price too. I believe they have. Let's go to the low. I mean, they were 1200 when I checked just like a few hours ago. Yeah, these are crashing in price a lot. They just crashed like 600 to 700 ADA in a day. That also makes sense, because you needed to hold 1 clay for 1 Good Charlotte, but again, like, I don't think these should be dropping like that. You know, they're gonna continue to have stuff like you need to own a clay to get another one, or usability or royalties or whatever they're gonna do. Well, I guess they're not gonna have royalties on these clays. They've already said that, but it wouldn't surprise me if they somehow remedied that in the future or did something. But, you know, don't hold my word for it. I'm just saying, I wouldn't be surprised if Clay Nation came out and did something cool for everybody that owns a clay. They always do. Now, the only release that I'm actually looking forward to in November so far is Nerds and Virgins with Ape Crypto. So shout outs to him. I'm sure everybody that watches my channel probably already knows about him. He's way bigger than I am. His drop is coming out on November 10th. So that's the only drop in November so far that I'm looking forward to. Everything else, I'm kind of just on the sidelines looking at stuff, such as CNFT Con Legacy Pass. These were going for about 600 to 500 ADA maybe yesterday, but in the last few days, they're crashing in price too. They're now 360. So this is just another one to keep looking out for. I think these are going to be extremely nice to hold long term. If I remember correctly, you get at least 12 NFTs during CNFT Con, and in future CNFT cons in later years, You're gonna also be able to get discounts when you go to Las Vegas, where they're holding the convention. So, and you'll get exclusive things there too, maybe like backstage passes to certain events or something. I'm not entirely sure, but this is going to be something to look out for too, especially if it falls below 150, because that was its mint price. I don't think it ever will, but if it goes into the 200s, I think definitely scoop one up. That's my opinion. Obviously, you have your own risk management, but I'm just shouting out things to be on the lookout for. This is kind of like the winter, I mean literally, but the winter for CNFTs. You know, they're kind of crashing. What was the other one? Pavia. This one I also got from Ape Crypto, and yes, like I follow him and I get a lot of my ideas from him, but no, I'm not going to copy his videos exactly. So Pavia, he shouted out, I think it was like 120 a piece for Pavia. And Pavia is similar to like Decentraland, and these are 138, so they're actually going up in price. They're one of the few NFTs that are going up in price, which leads me to what I really want to talk about, and that's how to follow trends. So if you guys have been watching stocks, and I'm sure a lot of you watch stocks as well, stocks and crypto, Facebook changing their name to Meta for Metaverse has, you know, made everything go crazy. If you look at, let's see, what is it? Mana, market cap, Decentraland. Okay, it's actually come down, but like, look at this volume, all-time volume. Let's see if the yearly volume. It went up like 200 or 300% from down here. Was this like 70, all the way up to $3.5? That's insane growth. Why? Because it's a metaverse, and it's been around one of the longest. I think this and Sand for Sandbox, they've been around, I think, the longest out of all the metaverses, and they're not even fully developed yet. So these are seeing crazy spikes in volume, and this is how you can get in on a lot of these things. Like, you could have gotten in on Mana, you could have gotten in, I'm sure, Sandbox as well. Like, let's check Sandbox. And yeah, I mean, same exact thing. And same thing for Pavia. These were, I think, I want to say 19,000 pieces of land. Oh, 29,000 pieces of land. Jesus. And they were like 30 to 35 ADA a piece, and now they're going for 138. That's incredible. This is how you really make money, is you follow the trends and you get on it early. Facebook is a huge company, and they're changing their name, they're changing their entire branding. And I mean, you can think of it as like, oh, well, Facebook is scared, you know, nobody's using Facebook anymore, and the adpocalypse and all that stuff. And I mean, yeah, you're right, but they also invested a whole lot of their money into the Oculus, those like glasses that you wear. So they're not messing around. And this is going to be something to continue to look out for. This is going to have a dip, maybe not Pavia specifically, but, you know, Sandbox and Decentraland, I mean, they went freaking parabolic overnight. They're probably going to dip, you know, a little bit further. And if you pay attention to these things, you can get back in at a good price. Don't get in now while it's up hundreds of percent. Like, calm down. You missed it, all right? I missed it too. I'm not mad. Like, just pay attention. I'm trying to help you guys. So these are the things to look out for. There's another one too, and this one I'm not recommending, but I'm just saying this is an idea. Where is it? It's Playmates. Let's see, go Playmates Society. And yeah, so their drop has been live since yesterday, and I think you can still claim them. Yeah, it's 100 ADA, so it's a bit much. And it looks like there were 300 of these, and now there's 215 left, so it doesn't look like many people are actually buying these. I don't blame them, because there's not a whole lot you can do on them yet. But I mean, same with Pavia, and there were 29,000 of them, but I guess the price was also like 35, so there's that. But these are the things to look out for. I'm not saying mint this, but I am saying if you do, you may make a lot of money. You may lose it all as well. But these are the things to think about investing in, because it's a time of metaverse, and you're going to see that word everywhere. And I'm sure if you go into the Google like search results and you look up metaverse, I'm sure it's probably top trending, at least like the top 3. I would guarantee it. So pay attention to these things, and there's going to be something else that comes in the future. There's going to be something else, whether it's Facebook or whether it's a Donald Trump, dwack. If you guys have been following stocks at all, with his Truth platform, where you can make content without being censored in any way, or at least that's the idea, the ideology behind it, that went up, I think, 1,000%, basically overnight or in 2 days. These are things to pay attention to. This is how you make money. You know, it is a gamble. It's a little bit of a gamble, but if you buy the shares, you can just hold it for a long time and you may make money anyways. If it goes down, you can average down and buy more, or you can just hold, or you can sell for a loss, claim the loss on your taxes. If it's under 4,000, then you're good, because you can claim up to 4,000 losses on your taxes. I'm not a financial advisor, but look into this stuff. This is how people make money.